Do you ever feel like manifestation is just another thing on your to-do list that you don't have time for? Like your spiritual practice is something that you have to do? Honestly, you're not alone because I felt that way too. Something that's really changed my relationship with manifestation is blending it into my lifestyle so that no matter what I'm doing, I'm also manifesting. I call this manifestation as a lifestyle, and it's single handedly made the entire manifestation journey more enjoyable for me. And I've seen my desires show up with a lot more ease. Manifesting as a lifestyle has made manifestation go from feeling like a task to something I just naturally do because it's who I am. If you'd like to learn more about this, I've created a step by step guide for you. I'll link it in my show notes so you can check it out. You're listening to the Affirmation Addict podcast with Pyle Corley. This podcast will teach you about the power of affirmations while making manifestation easy and accessible for you in order to enhance your spiritual consciousness. Thank you so much for being here, and now it's time to get started. Hi, love. I wanted to tell you a little bit about my app, Affirm It. It's an app I've created to help you practice affirmations, manifestation, and spirituality. It has thousands of daily affirmations that you can affirm and swipe through, including exclusively curated collections for just what you're going through, from anxiety to confidence, to career growth to love, and so much more. You're going to have unlimited access to our library of meditations, visualizations, and our signature guided affirmations when you join. Affirm It is a place you can come to work on your self-improvement through our guides, practices, and journaling. Start your free 7-day trial by heading to the show notes and clicking the link, or go to your phone's app store and search for Affirm It. The subscription is just $4.49 a month, or $44 for the entire year. We can't wait to see you in the app.
Hi there, and welcome to the Affirmation Addict podcast. My name is Pyle, and today I'm going to try and keep it quick because you're probably listening to this because you don't have that much time. So I want to share with you 3 tips to manifest, to work on how you feel, to prioritize your spiritual journey when you don't have that much time. So 1, thank you for taking out the time to listen to me. And number 2, I'm going to share 3 different tips I have for you to help you when you're in a pinch, to help you when you don't necessarily have the time, but you do want to prioritize yourself and you just don't know how. A lot of these tools I'm going to share with you are actually inside of my app, and I'm going to teach you how to use them over the podcast, just because I feel like a lot of you are Affirm It subscribers already, but you might not even realize how you can use some of the tools we offer. If you have no idea what my app is, it is a $4.49 a month subscription where you unlock hundreds of spiritual tools, from affirmations to sleep affirmations to meditations, journaling prompts, workshops, a community, and so much more. And this is honestly not a sales pitch for you to try and get into Affirm It. This is honestly tools I use because I don't always have time to sit and write 30 to 40 affirmations. I might not have time some days when I'm balancing family or on a weekend. So I want to share with you, in those busy seasons of life, how do you actually manifest? And seriously, tangible tools. And that is why I'm going to include a lot of Affirm It in here. So just a warning and an invitation, honestly, for you to check out the app. It has my heart and soul in it, and it's changed my life, and I hope it can change yours too. So tip number 1 is, don't put so much pressure. I say this every single time. Don't put so much pressure that your spiritual journey or your manifestation journey has to be a certain amount in your day. Because when you realize that manifestation, and when you're aware that manifestation is something that's always on, right here as you're listening to this podcast, you are manifesting, you are sending out vibrations to the universe. The universe is responding. So similarly, it's not like just writing your 5 affirmations is the only time you're manifesting throughout your day. It's intentional time, yes. However, even when you're driving, even when you're eating, even when you are sleeping, you are sending out vibrations and you are manifesting all the time. So take out that pressure that you have to have it look the same way every day. It can look different. Maybe today you are writing down affirmations, but maybe tomorrow all you're doing is you are looking and appreciating nature. You're appreciating the mountains or the trees you're surrounded by. And that could be your way of connecting to the universe and yourself and your higher self. So don't put the pressure that it has to be the same thing every single single day, because manifestation is something we're always doing all the time. So it's not 5 minutes. It's not 15 minutes. Sometimes we'll make practices to kind of take out some time for yourself and reconnect. And if you have a goal where you're trying to rewire a limiting belief, then we do carve out time. But in general, and generally speaking, manifestation is always on. So take away the pressure of time, take away the pressure of how often you do it, take away all of those pressures, and just realize, like, as you're driving your car, you are manifesting. You're always manifesting. It's just we're going to try and do it on purpose now more often than not. When it comes to how you feel, when it comes to the energy and riding and kind of navigating all the emotions we feel as humans, that is the thing I really want to help you with. That's what I want to help you realize. Your feelings are all valid. They're all welcome. The biggest thing we want to help you do, the biggest thing our mission is to help you learn how to navigate them with love, with appreciation. When you're feeling anxious, let's navigate that with love. Let's navigate that with calm and compassion. So some tips for you on how to kind of dive into spirituality, how to work on yourself when you're in a pinch. Number one for me is I have this thing I've made. It's called guided affirmations, and they are like 5 to 7 minute audios that I will just play, and they are infused with so much energy. They are literally affirmation audio. So it's like listening to a song of affirmations, so to speak. It's not very musically inclined. It's mainly me talking over kind of a voiceover with affirmations and with very healing music. And I've done a lot of work into these audios where the energy is when you play them, your vibration is shifting. You don't have to do anything. You just hit play. So guided affirmations, my guided affirmations, they're all available to you inside of Affirm It for kind of every area of life. Those will really, really help you start to just hit play when you don't know what you're doing and you don't feel good and you don't know how to feel better, but you also don't have time. Maybe at work you get a stressful phone call or you just got out of a stressful meeting. Just put your headphones in and hit play and allow yourself to just hear whatever's playing. And you don't even have to sit and listen. The biggest thing is that it's playing, because all of the energy infused into those audios is potent enough to shift your vibration. So that's number one. Number two, in how to use these guided affirmations, still talking about guided affirmations, is you can do it when you're like cooking. I infuse my food with these guided affirmations for different areas of my life. Sometimes I'll do self-acceptance. Sometimes I'll do abundance. Sometimes I'll do spiritual alignment. There's so many different guided affirmations for you to choose from, and I'll just play them throughout my day. You don't have to actively like sit quietly and listen. And that's, I think, the coolest part. Just hitting play, like the vibrations infused, has to shift your vibration. It's literally law. It's law of vibration. It's law of attraction. So these are little audio snippets that I have for you that you just hit play and your vibration is shifting no matter what. Like there's no doubt. It's increasing, it's raising, it's expanding. And I love that. So I use these all the time when I'm driving, when I'm doing other things. I just hit play, and sometimes I do consciously listen. Other times I just passively. It's just playing in the background. There's no kind of set, you have to listen to every single word. Just let it play. Our subconscious minds are so powerful that they will pick up, or it will pick up even things you're not consciously listening to. It'll just hear those words subconsciously. So it's reprogramming automatically. And I think that's the coolest part about it. So that's number one, is guided affirmations. I have them for all the categories. Number two, on a similar note, is actually sleep affirmation. So maybe this podcast should be renamed as to like 5 different ways that audios can help you, because they're starting to be all audio based, because maybe you just listen and that's easy. So the next one is sleep affirmations. If you don't have time during your day, if you don't even have time, you have to play, I don't know, maybe you have to play music for your kids and you can't play a guided affirmation. Maybe you at work aren't allowed to have headphones. Whatever it is, maybe you just don't have the ability. My other favorite thing I've made is sleep affirmations. And it's exactly what it sounds like. You just hit play while you sleep And that's it. Like, you're sleeping. You're not doing anything. You are resting. You are already feeling better as you sleep. And now pair that with some affirmations and your brain is in heaven. I've heard from clients and I've experienced this myself. When I play my sleep affirmations, when I go to bed, I wake up feeling so good. I wake up feeling healed. I wake up feeling less anxious. I wake up feeling inspired and at a higher vibration. And so the sleep affirmations for me are every day. I'm a firm believer of putting my phone in airplane mode. And so it's super cool because, like I said earlier, your subconscious mind hears everything. So putting my phone in airplane mode or even do not disturb, I don't have to have internet. So none of those EMF or the radiation, don't have to get distracted by notifications on my phone. It can be in offline mode and you can still listen to the sleep affirmations and they play seamlessly and they're about 8 hours each, all the sleep affirmations, and they are so powerful. I think I have 4 inside of the app as this podcast is being recorded and they are so potent. I think I did Dream Life, self-acceptance, surrender, and letting go. And I don't remember the 4th one. But just general things that we can all work on. We can all kind of be benefited by. And so sleep affirmations, if you don't have time, you are sleeping. Whenever you are sleeping, hit play and put your phone away, and let it melt into your subconscious mind. Let it reprogram you. So that's another way you can manifest. So it's not a quick tip, but it's an effortless tip is a better way to put it. And lastly, the thing I want to share with you is you don't have to do something every single day. You can just simply by thinking, simply by choosing an intentional thought. And this I know is hard to explain. It's hard to fathom sometimes. But simply, if you are just running around and you're grocery shopping and you're like, I should have done my spiritual practice today, or I should have focused on my inner work, or I should have done something to manifest today. One, we all know now that that's not necessarily an accurate statement. But 2, in that moment, you can be like, you know what? With every apple I pick from the grocery store, my energy levels increase, or I am more and more aligned to my dream job. Like, have fun with it. Assign meaning to different things in your life. Give yourself permission to just choose that the things that you're doing every day are part of your manifestation routine, are part of your spiritual practice. Like brushing your teeth. What if brushing your teeth and cleaning every single one of your teeth was a way for you to create more love from within? It can be. You just have to allow it and you have to declare it. And you just have to consciously choose that thought and remind yourself of that. It's all as simple as assigning meaning, because the meaning you give is what you believe. You can choose to give the meaning and give the belief that with every single brush, every single tooth you brush, that you are creating more love from the inside out for yourself, for others to receive it. Like, how beautiful is that? Like, I love the fact that we are such powerful human beings and such powerful creators and conductors of energy. That's the simplest things. But every time you hit a red light, you are actually pausing and giving your soul love. Like, how cool. Things that typically frustrate us or things that typically are nuances. That is my invitation for you, is if you're especially feel like you're in a pinch for time, the things that you have to do, whether it's picking your kids up from school, whether it's going to work, whether it's sending an email, what if all of those things were actually helping you on your journey? What if they were raising your vibration? What if they were getting you closer to how you feel? What if they were changing your vibration? It can. You just have to tell yourself and remind your soul and your subconscious that that's what's happening. It's as simple as thinking a thought. As I'm recording this podcast, you know what just came up to me? And this is a very personal thing, is with every podcast I record, I am not only raising the frequency of myself, but I'm raising the frequency of everybody listening to it. That is genius, honestly. And I should do that. And that's even more exciting because it makes me even more excited to sit here and record and talk to you, because not only am I benefiting, but you're also benefiting vibrationally. Even if you listen and you take my tips, but vibrationally, just by hearing my voice in this segment, your vibration is increasing. And that is my intention for you. And I hope you can feel my intention through the microphone, through your headphones. I hope you can feel it, because I really do believe that. And now before every single podcast, I'm going to do that because I think that's so powerful. So infuse this playful, this intentional creation energy into all the things you do. Don't feel like you have to sit down and meditate for 45 minutes a day. I get that. That can be daunting if you're starting or you just don't have the time. I know a lot of you are moms. I know a lot of you have a lot of work going on. I know a lot of you have family obligations or work obligations or just other things going on in life. If you feel that way, I hope this episode gave you some really tangible tips that you don't have to do anything. You hit play and it can be as you're going around in your day-to-day life. So I might rename this episode by the time I'm done with it. I feel like it went on a totally different tangent. So I'm sorry if you clicked this episode for the original title and for how I started talking about it, and now it might be something different. I hope it resonated with you. If you're busy, if you don't have time and you don't know how to merge your spiritual practice into your schedule, I hope this helped you. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions about the app or guided affirmations or sleep affirmations, you are always welcome to email my team or just DM me directly on Instagram. I try my best to respond. And if you're curious about the app, the link is in the show notes. It is less than $5 a month. You have unlimited access to all my tools, and I hope you can check it out. And I hope these tools can really amplify and enhance your journey. So thank you for being here, and I will talk to you soon.
I always get a ton of questions in my DMs from people asking how I can manifest X. The truth is, you can really manifest anything as long as it's for the greatest good. And if you're having trouble manifesting something right now, or you feel stuck on your journey, I have a really beautiful resource I've made for you. It's a free quiz. It's called the Manifestation Archetype Quiz. And it's something that I've created so you can find out your manifestation style to give you more clarity on your spiritual journey. After taking the quiz, you're going to receive the best resources for your specific archetype to help you attract your desires based on where you're at and what you want to create. So you can find a link to the quiz in the show notes, or just head to my website at www.affirmation-addict.com. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for listening, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If this episode resonated with you, it would mean the world to me if you could rate and review the podcast and share it on your social media, so I know to keep creating episodes that are inspiring you to manifest. I'm so genuinely grateful for the time we shared today, and I'd love for you to join the community by following @AffirmationAddict on Instagram. To continue diving into spirituality and manifestation, head over to my website, affirmation-addict.com. Until next time, I'm sending you so much love and so much healing energy.